To advance to round two. Here now are the pairings for round two competition here in Myrtle Beach. Equalizer will face Wild Hare. Carolina Crusher, by virtue of being the third fast loser, gets to continue on against King Kong. And the fast loser, Jersey Outlaw, will take on Clydesdale. Mopar Magic, they're working on that drive shaft back in the pit area. He will take on Bigfoot. Ready now for second round action. Greg Holbrook lines up in Equalizer out of Lebanon, Tennessee. His foe will be Arnold, Missouri's Marvin Smith in Wild Hare.
This ought to be a good run here. Both of these trucks have been running exceptionally well tonight, Gary, so it's anybody's race.
It looked like Greg delayed for just a moment at the start, but then he came from behind to take the measure of the Wild Hare.
He did so, and he did a great job at it. As you watch him come over that first set of cars, like I said, he let off it a little bit. He didn't want to get a lot of air, so he can get on the ground and get lined up and put all the power to them tires to get over that second set way far ahead of Wild Hare.
So Greg Holbrook in that right lane advances. The old saying in racing, you have to go slow to go fast, may be applicable here this evening because they don't want too much air as they go over these cars. As round two action continues on the track, the action continues here in the pit area as these trucks are prepared for more competition. There's Rich Schaefer as he stages the next two, and that will be the Carolina Crusher with Gary Porter out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, and he will take on King Kong with Steve Kane. And Kane will have that near lane. That's the big Ford with the Chevrolet power plant.
And King Kong does have lane choice in this round and prefers that inside lane despite the walls on either side of that vehicle.
Heard Steve say earlier this track is going away on that inside lane, and there is the green.
Gary Kong's in trouble down here. Oh, he wipes out the sign. He's trying to keep it on all fours.
Upside down on fire on top of some police cars. Let's see if Steve Kane can extricate himself from this wrecked King Kong. There he runs. He runs out the back. He apparently is all right. But look at the carnage down here in the infield. The fans running down there. But there is Steve Kane. He is okay. We can see the smoke from the fire extinguishers. Total devastation down here in the infield. Kane walks away. He's collecting his thoughts, shakes his head that he's all right. There's Arnold, Missouri's Marvin Smith over to say, are you okay, Steve? Steve again shakes his head. He is okay. All right, let's see if Army Armstrong can make his way over to talk to Steve Kane after that frightening ride after the run here in round two.
First of all, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Army.
You have any idea what happened?
When I come over that second set of cars, it got really squirrely on me, and it looked to me like I was going to head for that wall, so I was trying to compensate for it when I was, before I hit the ground, turn the wheel a little bit. And I think I turned the wheel just a little bit too much, and, when she hit the ground, that front end really hooked up, and
It looked to me like when you turn the wheel, the right front hit the ground, but at that time, the left front wheel was up on the rail. Is that what could have thrown you over this thing?
Yeah.
When you got the left wheel onto the rail, it looked like you're really in trouble.
Yeah, I think that's, I really don't know. Everything was happening so fast, I'd have to look at the video, but I'd say that'd be about right. That front tire hit that rail and everything.
Well, we've been talking in the sport about how you drivers have to do something that's almost unnatural. That is, when you get in trouble, you have to gas the engine. That's exactly what you did. I cannot think of anything you could have done different to get out of that situation.
Well, I don't know. I seen that sign coming up, and all I was trying to do was get it turned back over on its wheels, but nothing worked,
I'm glad you're okay. We'll see you next week.
We'll see.
Take a lot of work to get that truck ready. He was working hard in the cockpit, but eventually he just tucked and went for a ride to hang on. I don't know if those squad cars were illegally parked, but that'll be an expensive parking ticket.
Well, one thing you can see in between the one police car there is how he got out of that vehicle. He came out, which is the driver's side, upside down though, and that gave him enough room to shoot out from behind the vehicle to get to safety. Now, as we watch here what happens, right there at the second set of cars, he's doing fine, but he takes a bad hop right here when he lands. It starts to throw him sideways. He tries to power out of it. You can see the acceleration from the exhaust coming out of the headers, but here he just got out of control. The sparks are just from the flexing of the vehicle and the drive shaft and everything causing those sparks. Now, that could have ignited that fire is just some fuel coming out because the fuel tank is in the back of the vehicle. but onboard fire extinguishers, he hit some, and everybody, the safety crew was over there to put the fire out immediately.
Well, the fans are still standing here at Myrtle Beach, and the wreckage down there in the infield. 2 squad cars, a pickup truck, and we can see right there highlighted, this is where Steve actually comes out behind the truck, and he was all right. But again, quick reactions on his part and the part of the safety crew. No injuries here, but a lot of devastation. A good look at that 1 squad car right there. King Kong upside down right between 2 squad cars.
He did a good job of driving considering, Gary. He come over that hill and you've seen the acceleration of the vehicle trying to pull it out, but when he found out there was nothing he could do, he just held on.
Well, it may take a few minutes to clean up the wreckage from this spectacular crash of Steve Kane and King Kong. We'll take this break and come back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.